in a landmark humanitarian announcement. Viaticus Incorporated unveils its Dreamer Initiative.
Okay, are we rolling? Alright. Hi, sweetie. How are you doing? Okay, well, I'm gonna ask you some questions and you just try to answer them the best you can, alright? So you are a baby Jane Doe. You're 6, relatively healthy, resident of the St. Joan of Arc's group home since birth. I see what's going on. Did they ever find your mom, Jane?
I don't have a mom. That's why I'm an orphan. Duh.
Okay, well,
It's Juliet.
I understand that maybe that's what you want to be called. Maybe someday, okay? But your paperwork says you were...
Okay, well, I say it's Juliet, and I'm smarter than a piece of paper. So...
Debatable. Can we get back on track, please? Did you ever get to meet your mother? Your father? Okay, how about we move on from the parents, Would that be better? What's your routine like, Jane? Do you have any secret talents? Are you good with computers, or do you like to play doctor? What's happening right now?
My brother says not to talk to the feds.
Wait, your brother? You're documented as an only child. What do you mean?
Your paper is stupid again.
Can we bring in the next kid? Someone older, maybe? Jacqueline Babayan? No. Jack. J-A-K. Just Jack. Not with a Q. I said what I said. Okay, Jack with a K, Babayan. 15, relatively healthy, resident of the St. Joan of Arc's group home since age 6. What resulted in your placement into St. John's? Being too cool and sexy, I guess. At 6? Oh, word, that does sound bad. My parents were drug addicts and they lost custody. Have you ever been in contact with your parents since then? Nah. And have you ever done drugs yourself? Nah, not me. Really? Not even, say, smoke some pot on May 8th of this year? You know, I'm a minor, so I can't be present without a lawyer under statute 1462. My brother knows under arrest. I'm just letting you know I do have your delinquent history here. It'll look better for you if you don't lie about it. Oh, so you asked so you could have a gotcha moment with a teenager. That's so cool. I asked because this is an interview for migration to one of Viaticus' colonies. All I need is for you to answer concisely and honestly. What's your daily routine like, Jack? How did you break your arm, for example? I wanted to hang out with my crew, so I jumped the fence and broke my arm. See, now that's better. St. John's has you down as a flight risk. Do you care to explain that? You could stick your big toe out the front door and the den mothers would call it an escape attempt. I always come back. I just like the park or the hot dog stand around the corner or visiting your mom. Excuse me? Before we begin, do you have a preferred name?
Tobias is fine.
Tobias Fazell, 16, relatively healthy, resident of St. Joan of Arc group home since you were a month old. Classy. You have a long delinquent history, vandalism, contraband, you're a flight risk. Do you care to explain any of that before we get started?
Not really.
Okay, we'll move on then. What's your daily routine like?
Same as everyone else, I guess.
Anything specific jump out? Do you have hobbies or any special skills?
Define special skills.
Are you athletic? Do you get good grades? Do you computers or security interest you at all?
No, I'm not really a productive member of society or anything.
Right, who would want to be that? You're the brother, I take it.
If I have any blood relatives, it'd be in my file, but I don't think I'm supposed to know all that.
Correct, but I'm talking about your peers in the home. They keep referring to a brother as to why they're so uncooperative.
What do they not get about? Shut the fuck up.
Do you not realize what this is all for? Viaticus has presented you all with an opportunity most only get to dream of, and what is this, you're sabotaging everyone? Why?
What's the catch?
What, the catch? What are you on about?
Viaticus charges out the ass to get a spot on one of their little colonies, right? But here you are, promise a bunch of shit-for-brain kids that they can be astronauts for free. So long as we gather up in a van, come to an unmarked warehouse, get on camera, and answer all your probing little questions about what we can offer you.
Now, hold on. You're not guaranteed anything just yet.
What is it about kids without a home, without nobody to protect them, that's so interesting to Viaticus? Huh? Riddle me that one.
They're giving to children who don't have adults to apply for them. Isn't that obvious?
No, because if it's about giving something, then you guys would have just given it, you know? But no, this is an exchange without y'all saying it's an exchange. And I don't fuck with it.
Sit down, Mr. Fizzell.
Nothing these kids have is for fucking sale.